When the Pixel 2 smartphone launched and it was revealed there's no auxiliary jack for headphones, Google of course knew it would need a plan to fill that gap, and they've done that with the recent launch of the Google PixelBuds wireless headphones. I'm Erin from techgadgetscanada.com, and the PixelBuds are of course wireless headphones. They're semi-wireless actually. They've got a neckband which connects them, but they're small in-ear Bluetooth headphones that work with both Apple and Android devices. I had a chance to try them out for a couple weeks of testing and review, and here's what I found.
The PixelBuds have a unique look. For starters, their super small cloth-covered charging case is soft, charming, and very portable, fitting easily in a pocket. The buds tuck into small indentations inside the case, and the cable, which is durable and woven, wraps securely around a cleat so it's tidy and tangle-free. There's also small ropey loops on the buds themselves that help keep them in place in your ear. It's a nice touch and actually does make them feel a bit more secure, though they're not immovable. The loops are adjustable to give you a better fit.
Getting the Google PixelBuds set up is super easy. The only thing you'll want to do is make sure they're fully charged before you begin the pairing process.
You can assess the charging status by opening the charging case and looking for the small, nearly invisible light. If it's orange, the battery's low. If it's green, you're good.
On Android phones, when you're getting the PixelBuds set up, Google says that once you open up the case, you should get a pop-up message walking you through the rest of the setup. Now that didn't happen for me, so the other option to do this, and the way you'll set them up with Apple iPhones by the way, there's a tiny little button in here and it's called the case button. You'll push and hold that button until the small light on the other side of the top of the case turns white and starts flashing. From there you should see them pop up in your phone's Bluetooth menu. You can see they've popped up there, and then they'll be connected almost in no time.
I have to say the PixelBuds connected to my phones faster than any wireless headphones I've tried. Pretty much the second they were out of the charging case, they were connected.
With Google PixelBuds, you've got options, of course. You can listen to music or podcasts on the earphones. You can also make and receive phone calls thanks to the integrated microphones. Those microphones will also allow you to access the Google Assistant. Just push and hold using the touchpad on the right earbud and make your request. The PixelBuds should give you about 5 hours of listening on a single charge, and the case is said to hold another 24 hours of battery life. In my testing, I ran them through a couple of tests where I basically left them running for hours on end. My first test I ran for about 4 hours before the battery died. The second time it ran for 5 hours before the battery finally gave out, and both times I was able to recharge them using the case. That's pretty impressive.
You've got some quick controls by tapping on the touchpad on the right earbud. Now I also want to mention that because that touchpad is part of the entire earbud, it seems freakishly touchy, and I find I was turning the music on and off as I was trying to wedge the buds firmly into my ears. It's worth pointing out while the earbuds look big, they're not meant for a perfect fit or a tight seal. Instead, the PixelBuds sit inside your ear concha, and yes, I learned some new anatomy words today. While it's possible to get a more secure fit with those adjustable loops, you'll never get a totally noise-isolating seal with these, but again, that's not really the objective. I found they did pop out kind of easily because the loops aren't as stiff as they probably could be. Now, some folks may like that looser and more open style of earbud, but it's not my personal preference.
The PixelBuds are definitely comfortable. They've got a really smooth and seam-free design. They also don't feel really huge inside my ear like some other wireless earphones I've tried. They're pretty comfortable, they don't feel super tight, and I feel like I could wear these for a long, long time. They also don't seem so big that they're sticking out of your ears a whole lot, that they're going to be really noticeable to people. Overall, a pretty decent fit and feel. I tested the PixelBuds out over several weeks, listening to everything from music to podcasts at home and at work and while traveling and commuting. And the first thing I noticed was the bass. This packs some serious punch. It's not that jaw-rattling, bone-rattling bass, but it does sound really good. The vocals as well sounded really clear. There was a lot of detail in the sound that I noticed. And I didn't actually lose as much sound quality to the looser fit that I feared I would. I was actually impressed with how well they sounded despite not having that super noise isolating seal. Overall, I was really impressed with the sound quality of these. I wasn't expecting to like them as much as I did. A fascinating feature of the PixelBuds is their ability to do real-time translation, and they do that in conjunction with the Pixel 2 smartphone. I'm going to give you a bit of a taste of how it works, but full instructions are online at techgadgetscanada.com. You can head over there and read it if you do need more detail. Now, one of the things that this will do is if you're wearing the PixelBuds, it'll translate for you in your ears, but I'm just going to do this using the phone and the speaker so that you can hear what I might be hearing inside my ears. So you ask for what you want in your language. For example, Which way to the bus station?
¿Qué camino a la estación de autobuses?
And you'll see it gives you a real-time translation and it'll voice it for you so that if you're speaking with someone else, you can play this for them and they'll understand what you're asking for. Similarly, if that person gives you a reply that you might not be able to understand, el autobús está cogido por la derecha.
The bus is caught on the right.
It'll tell you what they've said. So you can have a conversation with someone in real time using this app and the PixelBuds if you want to, and it actually works really, really well.
Overall, these headphones are pretty good. The sound quality is outstanding, the charging case is nice, and the long battery life is definitely impressive. It's also a plus you can use these with Apple phones too. I didn't care for the loose floating fit and felt that the loops, while they helped keep them in place, didn't do enough to hold them in my ear.
There's also the price. The PixelBuds sell for about 219 Canadian dollars or $159 US. Now that's more than the Rockstone Audio RockPods, which I recently tested out, and you can check out that review here on the channel. These sell for about 120 Canadian dollars. The PixelBuds also cost more than the Jabra Elite Sport earbuds, which sell for about 200 Canadian dollars. Now, I should point out that the PixelBuds sell for about the same price as Apple AirPods, which do provide that similarly looser or more floating fit. Overall, if you're hip to the Google ecosystem, I think you're going to be pretty happy with the PixelBuds overall. If you want to drown out the noise around you and you want that good noise isolating seal, you might be a bit disappointed. Overall, I did really enjoy my experience with the PixelBuds, but if you have those considerations for fit or price, you're definitely going to want to weigh these against some other options. If you want to read the full review, it's online at techgadgetscanada.com. Head over there, check it out, and please ask me any questions you have either on the blog or here on the YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Erin. You can catch me on Twitter or Instagram until the next time, at ErinLYYC.